bro. What we doing today? That low?
Yeah.
Got you. With enhancements?
Yep.
Perfect. Let's get it. Alright, YouTube. So right off the bat, you could tell his head shape kind of makes his hairline look curved, kind of like a U. This is simply just genetics. Nothing you could do about it. Nothing wrong with it. It's just genetics. There's many different shapes of hairlines. You got like a V shape, a U shape, and then like a upside down U, kind of like a rainbow shape. And you kind of got your basic, just straight hairlines. Many different shapes. So he wants to cut the curly top off. So I'm gonna take my 1.5 guard with Andis and go with the grain on his hair. And before I did this, I washed it and all that, made sure everything was nice and clean. So on this side, his corner is kind of tricky. When I first started cutting his hair, he only used to get low tapers, but I told him, like, you kind of gotta get a high taper just because it'll look so much better. And he trusted me. So he always pretty much gets high tapers. Sometimes he'll switch it up and get the low one. But he had a special event to go to, so I told him we're gonna do the full treatment to that. So enhancements, pencil, all that. So as you guys saw, I brushed it in with the GZ brush and I blow dried it while I did that, just to kind of get all those extra hairs out the way. An alternative to that is to just wash his hair again, or don't wash it before the cut and wash it after you cut it down. Sometimes I do that too. That works too. So for the taper, like I said, we're just gonna do a high taper. Very simple. We're gonna compress it so that it doesn't look like a mohawk. You know how some barbers, even I'm guilty of doing this back in the day. If you look at some of my older videos, like the high tapers, I kind of took them up way too high. So you always want to keep it kind of lower. All a high taper is a mid taper with no C cut, in my opinion. Anything higher than that, it's a burst taper or burst fade, however you want to call it. So this side is kind of the easier side. He has more hair to work with. Now we didn't take the top down too low because I planned to use foam. And I wanted to kind of jump start him on waves since he told me like wavelength. And for the back, same thing. I like to take the taper up in the back pretty high, especially on him. And if you guys are interested in getting a free haircut, I can cut any texture, any style. Hit me up. Hit the DM. Hit my email. Everything's down below. Let's get you plugged in. I usually do them on Wednesdays. So yeah, let me know. Completely free. You just gotta let me record. Basically, you're just gonna be a model for a YouTube video. That's it. So once the back taper is finished, his arches around the ear are naturally kind of high. So we're gonna kind of keep them where they are while also maintaining that sharp look. You don't want to keep it too natural, then it'll look goofy. So make it sharp, but don't take it up too high. So same thing for this side. So before you add foam, I recommend taking the hairline down just because it'll be harder to do it after, since the hair is going to be like super compressed. So do like your hairline prep, not with the hairspray and stuff, but just, you know, with the length. Take it down a little bit, add your foam like how I'm doing, wipe the excess off with a towel, apply the do-rag, apply medium heat, and then I'll just work on the beard just to let that kind of sit. To let his scalp kind of soak up the moisture, and also letting it dry up, because you know how a lot of times you use foam and then you don't blow dry it enough and then it looks wet. I don't really like that. I think it messes up the haircut. So he kind of rocks like a chin strap. His beard line is pretty low, excuse me. So I'm going to start in the middle of his hairline. I applied a little bit of alcohol and some hairspray. And again, his hairline's in a U shape. So we're going to work in that U. In the motion of a U. So working to the one corner. After that, we're going to apply enhancements. Pretty much just on the corners. A little bit in the front. Now we're going to use the pencil. So when I do use pencils, which is kind of rare, I'll use this one. So I think this is just a standard Barber Magic pencil. It's tan though, that's the key. Don't get a white one. I don't rock with the white ones. Shout out Easy Blade. My code's on the screen for 10% off. And notice how I'm stretching the skin. And I'm kind of going up to the pencil line, but a little bit past it. And after that, just to finish it off, we're just going to freehand trim to get all those loose hairs, since we kind of kept it at a thicker level. So this is how my client came in. And this is how he's leaving. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Check out that line. It's your boy 4. I'm out.